Okay, the internet as we know it, it just fundamentally changed. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into how Stripe's brand new updates to Stripe projects are bridging a massive, massive gap for AI agents that are out there building software. To put this into perspective, listen to this staggering shift. As of just last week, 70% of Stripe CLI requests for API resources are now coming directly from AI agents. This incredible surge has actually pushed agent internet traffic right past human internet traffic for the very first time in history. We're not just talking about chatbots answering simple questions anymore. We are talking about autonomous agents doing actual complex work. So here's the roadmap for This Explainer. We're going to track the rise of these agents taking over the web, the infrastructure bottlenecks holding them back, how Stripe is empowering autonomous developers, the essential safety guardrails, and finally, where the future of agentic software is heading. All right, first up, agents taking over the web and why they're the new internet majority. The sheer velocity of this trend is absolutely wild. Agent traffic to Stripe's documentation grew over 10 times in 2025. It actually makes up nearly 40% of all docs traffic right now. Think about that. This completely shatters the idea that agents are just aimlessly browsing the web. They're actively researching, they're reading the docs, and they're figuring out how to build software completely on their own. But it's not all smooth sailing. Let's talk about the infrastructure bottleneck and exactly where AI gets stuck. See, despite this explosive growth, these AI agents are hitting a literal brick wall. While they are fantastic at independently writing code and integrating with APIs, they completely stumble when it comes to the crucial adjacent steps. They can write the code for sure, but they can't provision the infrastructure, manage the credentials, set up the accounts, or connect the services together. It's kind of like having a brilliant architect who isn't actually allowed to buy the bricks or pour the concrete. So, how do we fix this? That brings us to Stripe projects, integrations, and empowering autonomous developers. This is where Stripe's massive new update comes into play. They've expanded Stripe projects to act as the ultimate bridge. Basically, it lets developers and, crucially, AI agents provision and manage services right from the command line. By letting agents handle infrastructure natively, they don't get stuck on tedious account setups anymore. They literally have the keys to build from start to finish. You know that AI coworker metaphor everyone's talking about? Well, this is it in action. With integrations like Hermes from News Research, Stripe Projects acts as a specific skill, giving the agent structured instructions. Hermes carries context across sessions, making it a persistent collaborator. You've also got integrations with model-agnostic coding agents like Factory Droids and Warp, embedding the project's CLI directly right into their workflows. Your AI becomes a persistent partner that returns to a complex project day after day, picking up exactly where it left off, just like a human developer would. And it's not just about the agents themselves, it's about what they can actually plug into. Stripe Projects now connects to 16 new providers, bringing the total to 49. This means an agent can autonomously connect to Metronome for usage-based billing, spin up a public-facing storefront using Wix, or set up ClickHouse for LLM observability. Basically, an agent can launch a product, build the users, and monitor model quality without a human ever having to click through a single dashboard. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds incredibly powerful, but maybe a little terrifying. Let's talk about guardrails for AI agents and safe autonomous building. Because let's be real, the developer anxiety of a rogue AI breaking things or racking up massive cloud bills is totally relatable. To handle this, Stripe shipped a whole suite of new controls. You get a unified spend view to see costs across all your providers. You can set custom spend limits per provider. So maybe you put really tight caps on an expensive AI model provider, but allow higher limits for your production database. It also includes named environments to isolate credentials and native platform provisioning, so platforms can securely set up infrastructure on a developer's behalf. But here is the ultimate stress relief, hands down. Agents default to the development environment. This is an absolutely critical guardrail. It ensures that even if your AI agent completely hallucinates, goes totally off script, or tries to delete a database, it won't access or impact your live production environment. Your actual customer data stays totally safe while the agent just experiments in its sandbox. Okay, let's wrap things up by looking at the future of agentic software, way beyond that first provision. Because we really are just at the starting line here. Right now, the focus is on provisioning infrastructure and giving developers immediate controls. But looking ahead, Stripe plans to expand projects to cover the full lifecycle. Next up, they're adding deeper security primitives specifically designed for autonomously acting agents. And in the future, they plan to build out a data layer for providers to meter and build the very software these agents are building. It's basically an entirely new automated economic ecosystem. The era of human-only infrastructure is officially ending. So I'll leave you with this final thought from the source explainer material. Are you ready to open your CLI and ask your agent to build? Imagine just typing, use Stripe projects to add a Prisma database, and watching your autonomous coworker handle the whole shebang. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning and keep building.